winter band concert is Monday at 7 o'clock at Northwood Church.
Haywood Dodgeball starts next week. See the flyer for more details.
Boys basketball plays Vista Ridge Monday. 8th grade plays at home.
Wrestling takes on Trinity Springs on Tuesday at Hillwood.
Winter Boys recitals are Tuesday evening in the library.
Let's go back, let's go back, let's go way on way back when. I didn't even know you, you couldn't have been too much more than 10. Just child, I ain't no psychiatrist, I ain't no doctor with degrees. But it don't take too much time to see what you're doing to me. You better think about what.
Hey everybody, welcome to Back in the Day Friday. I'm here with Old Man Nevitt. It's been a really long time, hasn't it?
Caden, it has been a long time. Haven't done a Back in the Day Friday in almost 2 years. 2 years, almost back in the day. The last time we did the Back in the Day Friday, right? The last episode we had was way back in March 2020. When everything was shut down, the COVID had first hit, and we talked about the old fireside chats that Franklin Roosevelt used to do, and the toilet paper outage. I gave some home remedies for people that maybe ran out of toilet paper. Those were tough times, huh? You remember that? Did you run out?
Yeah.
Let's not even talk about it. I don't even want to know about it, Caden. So, been a long time. Great to be back, and I hear we got something in the Back in the Day Friday mailbag.
All right, I guess I'll check that. Dear Old Man Nevitt, my school is having a dance, and the theme is 1990s. Do you remember the 1990s? What were they like? Rudy Tooty.
Let me see that. What? Rudy Tooty? Okay, you know what? I bet he's an Elvis fan. You know that old Elvis song, Tutti Frutti? Tutti Frutti, oh, heard it, a bop, bop, loo, bop, lop, bam, boom! So Elvis, that was the 1950s, right? But Rudy wants to know if I remember the 1990s. What are you talking about, Rudy? Of course I remember the 1990s. Do I remember yesterday? Do I remember what I ate for breakfast? Yeah, I think it's still around here somewhere. The 1990s just happened. That's not back in the day.
Well, wasn't that like a century ago? Like,
that wasn't a century ago. It was a different century, yeah, the 1990s, but this is only 2020. That's only it was only 20 years ago. So, of course, I remember the 1990s, not that far back in the day. But listen, I know you want to be ready for this dance, Rudy, so I'm going to help you out. So, some things to think about with the 1990s. Now, listen. Every decade, every change is kind of a reaction to what came before, right? So in the 80s, we had a big hair with perms. Everybody looked great, lots of makeup, real preppy, dressed up, bright colors, slick, clean, neat. The music was the same way, really slickly produced, lots of keyboards. And so in the 1990s, people were sick of that, right? Everybody wants change. You don't want to do what the last generation did. You should be listening to the last generation because you young people lost your minds, but everybody always trying to be different. So what happened in the 1990s was things went completely different. So clothes, instead of being all neat and clean, clothes went, grungy, baggy. We had big, baggy shorts, big baggy flannel shirts. You got the Doc Martens, for that grunge look. Is what everybody was going for. In the 80s, everybody wore their shorts really, really short. So in the 90s, people wearing their shorts really, really long. So you need something baggy. I might have something for you, Caden. Yeah. So what you want, like, if you usually wear a small shirt, then you should wear an extra large if you want to look good for that 90s dance. If you usually wear a medium, like a double X, triple X, all right, stand up. All right, so that's pretty. That's kind of getting there. Not bad. Your pants, aren't baggy enough. They're not sagging enough, but kind of getting in there. I might go and even a size bigger if you really want to be legitimate 90. So music was really changing too. We get rid of that slick stuff, and all of a sudden we've got grunge, kind of the way that punk rock, reacted to progressive rock and disco. We've got the grunge. So out in Seattle, you got this great music scene. All these bands like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, all kinds of people, Mother Love Bone, and the dancing was totally different too. Like in the 80s, you've got the Cabbage Patch. You ever do the Cabbage Patch? You do that. Move your shoulders a little bit, get a little rhythm in there. There you go. In the 90s with the grunge bands, you had the mosh pit, no dancing. You're just in mosh pit. You ever been in a mosh pit, Caden?
Isn't that like what you do to jam? Like you put your feet in there?
No. So mosh pit, you gotta watch out. You gotta have your head on a swivel in a mosh pit. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, hang in there, buddy. You'll be fine. You gotta toughen up if you want to survive back in the day. All right, we weren't soft back in the day. You also had, like, in the rap world, a lot of great music. You got people like, you know, Dre, Snoop Dogg. You got the whole East Coast,
Drake?
West Coast, Dr. Dre. The whole East Coast, West Coast thing. You got Biggie and Tupac. A lot of great music going on.
Is Tupac still alive?
Well, you know, how do I know if Tupac's still alive? You know, I've never been to Las Vegas. I wasn't there, you know, when he got shot. I didn't see it. So I don't know. You know, they used to talk about Elvis. For a long time, they would talk about Elvis still being alive. Maybe Elvis is out there. Maybe he didn't. Maybe somebody saw him there. Maybe somebody didn't. I've seen a few Elvis impersonators, and I'll tell you, one of them was really good. Like too good.
So is there a chance that Tupac will show up to the dance? Like,
you know, if I'm Tupac and I'm still alive and I've been laying low for 25 years, you know, you got to make a big entrance when you come back, right? And what better way to make a big entrance than at a 90s dance, right? It's set in your time, your music. So who knows? You know, if you go to the dance, you're going to have a good time. You're going to have a lot of fun. Get to wear some cool 90 clothes. Be careful in the mosh pit. And, you know, maybe, just maybe, you'll see Tupac. So, you know, thanks for joining us on Back in the Day Friday here. You know, send in your letters to the mailbag. Give us a call on the old Back in the Day Friday hotline, and we'll see you next time.
does this guy have something to take?
Back in the Day.